Rights groups are warning that police enforcing coronavirus lockdowns in several African countries have actually killed more people than the virus itself. That's the case in Nigeria, although you won't read about it on the front page of today's Daily Trust. The paper does say that security forces have taken over the streets of Kano. That's the latest state in Nigeria to enter a lockdown. It's actually the paper's cartoon that sends a much clearer message about the violence. We see the virus puzzled by and angered over the dead bodies lying in the streets. It says, obviously, we're facing competition from security agents. In South Africa, the Sowetan has a front page message for security forces there: stop the brutality. The paper talks about a reign of terror mostly taking place in townships. The Sowetan spoke to victims' family members and victims themselves, including one man who was shot in the leg for leaving his house to go to the outdoor toilet. Horrific stories coming out of Kenya as well. The Washington Post writes about a pregnant woman who died along with her unborn baby when she went into labor during an overnight curfew. Her midwife was too afraid to break the curfew and come, and her neighbors were too scared to drive her to the hospital. By the time the woman got to the hospital the next morning, it was too late. I do want to end with an uplifting story, and for that we can turn to the British papers this morning. You'll see one man on all of the front pages. This is 99-year-old Captain Tom, a veteran of World War II. He is turning 100 on April 30th, and he decided to walk 100 laps of his garden before then to raise money for the National Health Service. He completed his last lap on Thursday, well before his target. He also raised way more money than he could have imagined, over £17 million as of this Friday. He's also raised spirits across the UK.